But Ember Spirit. He has more than twice as many wins as losses on Ember. This would have been a pretty decent one, except they do have pretty strong dive onto Zeus. Ramsey's in trouble. Body blocks coming out from the Shadow Demon and the arrow. They did rotate the Mirana in at First Blood for ADROIT. Ramses is also... I'm really liking the fact that Ramses is now playing offlane. Of course, I also liked him as a position 1, but... Abbott dies middle lane. That's the first permanently stolen agility of the game for Mac. While Mirana top lane will be able to healing salve up, also has a bottle to drink up. Yeah, but now he's level 6, so he doesn't need it. Why did he buy a salve? You don't need a salve if you're level 6, bro. Just sell it, get your gold back. Top net worth. It is actually the bounty runes. 3 bounty runes for EG. They also kill off Boomy. Beautiful. And a pounce on Abed, but he's level 6, so he does have his Fire Remnant to jump towards. No real harm. Top lane, Chrono out onto Boke. Burrow strikes in, but will still get killed off by the Faceless Void of Artur, who's now running towards the shrine where he and Abed can pop it at the same time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Really? Moo tried to... Wow. He's going for Maelstrom first item on... Oh, he was so close to the Chrono as well. Smoke gang coming through. Oh, he has some Shard Golems ready, so a bunch of stuns available. The lift up, drag back onto Boke, who burrows out. In comes the Rupture. Abed is stuck and silenced up. Abed cannot retreat, and they get themselves the kill. Stomp comes out. Natsumi falls. Fly with the Hand of God. Stays alive, keeps his creeps going, and the Chrono to land onto Boomy. A big fight coming out from EG. Do they know the disruption save from CML? Does he have a leap? Yes, he does have. He does even have one more. And they won't be able to catch CML thanks to the invis from the Mirana. So, because most of their mana is going to be gone by the time they'll be able to jump away. Ocarino, next item, Blink Dagger. The pounce lands onto Rubik, and the burrow is there. Rubik is dead. Ramses wants to run, but he gets ruptured, and they're just clearing out some EG heroes if they're not careful. CML, disruption to hold Abed off. Ramses is gonna say Gucci. Oh, they have a wait, that's a... Oh no, that's from the Ancient. And Ocarino tried to go with the Epicenter burrow, but no target presented himself. And I think you might need extra damage for in the Chronosphere. That's the only thing I'm a little bit fearing, is the fact that they're just lacking in damage at one point. Pounce on the back line onto Crit. Mac kills off Crit very quickly. Does he drop? No, he does not at the moment. The Burrow Strike comes out. And Ramses, the Chrono, almost kills off Ocarina. That's the one. Hand of God comes through. And Mac is trying to run away, but the Demonic Purge holds Abed off of the chase. Leap forward. Perfect leap by Archer, blocking the exit of CML. And the arrow lands onto Abed, who's going to get silenced up. Oh no, dodges it with the Sleight of Fist. Great movement there from both sides. But Natsumi is in trouble now. And Mac pounces into the tree line. Walks his way out of there. The route onto Boomy does not have another leap available, but they won't chase for the kill. And they do have vision, so they should know that they're doing Roche. But they're just not going to respond. They're going to choose the bottom tier 1 tower instead of defending Roche. There is an arrow thrown in. Epicenter gets cancelled. Top notch. Gonna get kicked out. Great.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Rock on the TA, which is also a hero that you should most of the time ban. So Mac gets taken out, and so does CML. Double kill for EG right there. The arrow lands Crit on the back, and for some reason we're starting to have lags in this game. The world servers.
Radiant's top tower's under attack.
There's a fight coming out. Double man burrow strike. And the silence on to 2. Faces Void doesn't have a chrono. Does have that Aegis. Abed is stuck. He's losing a lot of mana. Does manage to jump away to his fire. Actually, no. Never mind. It was the lag. I thought that he was able to jump away to the Fire Remnant. I was wrong. Faces Void will be able to BKB TP out. Ramsey should most likely be able to escape as well. Honestly, the moment Rezo left the team, they just crumbled into a pit of despair. Arrow comes out, Ramses dodges it. It hits the Chen creep on the back though. And Ramses, borrowed time, hopefully heals him enough. Trying to run away. Should be Gucci. The silence from the Abaddon illusions is pretty annoying though. And so is the lag. Arrow lands onto Ramses again. Now he's stuck in trouble. There's the mechanism. God, Hand of God. The sustain on the side of EG is amazing. They get the control. Bocarino falls. They do not have a chrono for another 70 seconds. Now you have a really fearful enemy in the CIS region. Natsumi gets dusted. Ruptures the Faces Void. Look how little he gives a crap. Look how little the Faces Void. Even in his chrono, he just straight up runs. That distance took less than 10% health damage. And BKB Pops is gonna man fight up against this ADROIT side. They're losing a lot of souls here. The route onto Mac trying to run away. Does have to pop his Dark back. Retreats further, but Abed has another route in a second. And he gets it off. And the kill lands. Abed gets the kill. And that's a nice little ownage right there. The tier 2 tower top lane under siege.
Top shrine has fallen.
Top lane. And TP in from Artur. He's going to go for Mac. Burrow Strike gets dodged. Oh, Arteezy with the sidestep. And they kill off Mac. They're going to go for Boke, who's trying to TP out, but the Invis Detection Sentry Ward placed down. And Boomy. It's also the fact that they still have all 3 of their outer tier 2 towers. The Rupture comes on to the Faces Void. Roshan has just respawned. Hand of God, do they keep him alive? He leaps back to full health. And the epicenter from Bocarino on the back end tries to get a burrow in. Does connect it onto Artur, but there's a... Oh, Ramsey's tried to keep him alive. That's a godlike streak picked up by Bocarino, but a double for Abed in return. And no buyback available for the Slark. CML is stuck. CML is finished. And the Faces Void has his chrono ready. What are you going to do against him? Yeah, they just easily lose that mid set of racks. Can't throw out a defense if your entire initiation is dead. Boomy leaps to the back end. Does he get away? He doesn't have another leap left. But Abed dives inside the fountain, gets himself another, and that should be the last kill of the game. GG gets called. Evil Geniuses take game number 1 after 34 minutes. 4 melee heroes, their Magnus and their 3 cores, so a lot of cleave coming through on ADROIT's end. It's a lot of damage that they can throw out in this bottom lane, especially because if you throw out the Fire Blast, you can split Earth and get the first blood there, which is about to happen. Yes, it is. Artur gets first blood. All 4 bounty runes for ADROIT. Very good catch. Natsumi, though, in trouble. Ramses is just gonna melt him. No escape coming through. Natsumi falls. Crit will be return killed, though, by Boomy. Does he have it that early?
Middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
Mac. Blown to smithereens. Abed trying to run away. Got ruptured. Boomy with the TPN. Just buy wards. Learn where to place them. And then slightly learn to play the heroes. I think the hardest to play would be either position 4 or mid. Then it would be off lane. I think safe laner. The easiest one would be position 5 and then safe laner. Because most of the time position 4s are the initiators. Or the heroes that the catchers. Natsumi taken out. That's a nice catch. Getting rid of the PA. Duel coming in. Ramses with the Blade Mill and another duel victory for Ramses. Fly. They zone out the rest of ADROIT and they're going to go for the tier 2 tower in the middle lane. Roshan hasn't been taken yet. They don't have the... Well, they have a reasonable Roshan take. Duel into the middle lane, going for the Bloodseeker, but the disruption save comes out. It's not going to be a dual victory, and Ramses gets skewered inside the Dire's base. Mac will get taken out eventually, though, so 1-for-1 trade. And the Lesh is just going to run away. Even though he is ruptured, he doesn't give a crap. Well, he should have given a crap, so because he falls. And Natsumi gets himself that kill. Abed, has to force off himself to low ground. He's just going to go straight for TP, but the RP from Boomy catches him on the back end. There's going to be the jump in from Natsumi. However, he gets multi-cast, drop the hammer. Leaps back, jumps back to the high ground, stays alive, pops the shrine. They will eventually take out Boomy. It was a great RP, but they did not manage to secure the kills, and Abed's back to full health. Yeah, no. It didn't work with Ramses. Duel. Why does he duel and gives away the free 18 damage to the Centaur? That duel made no sense there, Ramses. It was pretty obvious you were going to die, but Abed runs in and he's going to get some pop shots going. Pokerino falls. He doesn't have drop the hammer, but he does have a lot of pure damage. Look at this. He's just cleaning up. Ooh, another kill. More kills. Ooh, Natsumi gets disrupted. And Boomy skewers away the OD, who will then get another kill. Then they're just wiping the living badonkadonk out of ADROIT. Yeah, this is Abed at his finest. Just runs in, not even needing a BKB. Everyone on the enemy team has used every ulti they had, and he just runs in. Bit on the back end, we have Boomy waiting, ready, but there's an observer ward. They know where Boomy is. They want to get the jump onto Boomy. Ramses walks in, gets the duel off onto Natsumi, immediately loses the duel. Ramses' duels are not the greatest thing in the world, and Fry is another one to fall. Abed does have a Hurricane Pike to get back up on the high ground. Max BKB is about to wear off, and so is the PA's BKB. Drop the hammer. Look at the damage there. Blows up Mac immediately, and in the Roche Pit they go. They can steal away that Aegis and give it to... I would honestly say Abed, but it seems it's going to be Arteezy because he keeps on dying more than Abed does. And Ramses now is going for the Heaven's Halberd. I mean, that's literally the best item against this ADROIT lineup. They have very little magic damage and disarms, plus mischance. It does screw them up a lot. Okay, everyone's getting ready for a nice little die fight. Rod of Atos, Mystic Flare onto Boomy. Disruption save, crit walks back, Bocarino blinked in onto the wrong end, the duel comes out onto Natsumi the PA. There's gonna be the security that he doesn't lose his life there. Jump, Natsumi still with the BKB does a lot of damage, takes out the Aegis of Arthur. In the meantime, Boomy on the high ground will be able to retreat, and CML, yeah, they have the Tinker ward placed down. We see Natsumi blink strikes back, Phantom strikes. Doesn't have another Phantom Strike in a second, but gets stunned up and controlled. They take out Natsumi, and now the high ground push can commence. They do not have Ramses again on EG side, but they, probably going to be a double buyback on ADROITs. They skewer Arthur, and Arthur is dead. That's all their push that they have on EG. They're trying to back off. However, Abed does have the Santi's Eclipse. He has 48 stolen in. Boom! And an easy triple. Natsumi gets disrupted. With Astro imprisoned. Boomy falls as well. Does he get the full-on damage? No! Fly steals the deal away, and the high ground push, the double buyback from ADROIT. Bottom set got RP onto 3, but there is no damage. Mac is running in. I want to hit something. OD 4-staffed. Actually was ruptured, so killed off by the rupture right there. And Arthur, a double for Mac, killing off both the mid laner and safe laner. But he's going for the BKB next. Lesh also has the Shivas. And Abed, silenced up, running back. Throws out the Hex. Will not be able to get any right clicks in, but will fall, buys back immediately, and now you gotta run on ADROIT's side. Because Arthur wants CML the duel on the back end. Natsumi is stuck with the Mystic Flare. Splitter, drop the hammer. Abed comes in, sweeps in for the kill. That's no buyback available for the PA. The Rod of Atos holds. Well, BKB from Mac trying to get the kill onto Arthur. Does he get anything? He does eventually finish him off, but the Hex to finish probably the game off. The buybacks plenty on ADROIT, but they just don't have the damage to push down this EG lineup. We will then go on to the winners match, which is going to be up again. Ooh. RP inside the fountain, but it's not. So EG are going to be facing up against the winner of Team Liquid versus Team Aster.